Hello, this is Parkeerwacht with another MMD tutorial. I'll be revising the last tutorial I did on how to set up MMD and fix some errors. Since then I have gathered some better information and some feedback of readers on LearnMMD and comments on the video, and I realized that this can be done easier, and also explained easier. So that's what I'm going to do in this video. And I see that my VM has locked itself because I've been idling a bit. But as you can see, I'm using Windows 7 this time, not Windows XP. I found my Windows 7 disk, which is actually don't hate me on this. This is a cracked version of Windows 7. Why? I use this install for virtual machines and testing, and I do not need to buy Windows every time I need to install something. Yes, I know you can install the same installation over and over on the same system, but that is not the case here. I just need a disk that is able to install on every system that I want to test on. Just to test the system, basically to test the PC with an operating system. I just use this disk, and then I just format the drive after it. This is basically just installs I use. Cracked installs are just installs I use as temporarily installs to test stuff, and then I will just scrap it. This is basically for disposable computers, as you can see it like that. So just log in. Oh, I need to, of course. So just get back in here. As you can see, I have an MMD folder here. This is the same folder as what I usually use on my normal desktop. I just moved it in the VM, and of course Firefox, so we can download stuff. Since I hate Internet Explorer, and we have 7-zip installed, so we can extract stuff. Now I need to open up my notes I have here, since they were minimized on my other monitor. Let me see. Okay. So the first thing we actually want to do is to check if our system is 32-bit or 64-bit. Now, most of the cases will be 64-bit on a modern PC, but there are still some 32-bit ones out there. Now, how to see that is in Windows 7 and earlier, like XP, Vista, and 7, you can go to the control panel, and then you can go to System. Now here you will see 64-bit system. Yeah, here it will say it in your native language, well, the language you have Windows is set in. This case for me is Dutch, but it will say here on your system type 64-bit, and sometimes also 64-bit CPU, but that is not applicable here. I think that says it in Windows 8 and newer. But for Windows 8 and newer, the thing is hidden. The thing is hidden. So what you do is you go to this is going Windows 8 here. You right click on the start button, Windows 8 and 10. Right click on the start button if it would work. Yes. We go to System, and it would show the same window. And here it says the same thing. So just go full screen again. Right. Then you go to the website to download the don't import. Then you go to the website to download it. Doesn't matter. To download MMD, I downloaded it off learnmd.com. You can also go to the VPV page. I have it all linked down below. So just go to LearnMMD and to the downloads page. Don't care. And scroll down and you have these two buttons. Now you download the according one to your version of the PC, in this case 64-bit. And we download that. And if you have 32-bit, you download this one and this one for 64. And this, and we have a and this is a 64-bit virtual machine. So I can't open it for some reason. Oh wait, I haven't allocated 7-zip yet to open it. It says the file manager. Now it works. You can also just right click and then 7-zip, open archive, same thing, but I just like to have it set so it always does that. You also like to have Windows set to always show file names like extensions, but I don't care for now. Then inside there's a folder. You just extract it, you just put it on your desktop or wherever you like. And in that folder is the main executable, a README file, and there is your data and your user file. In the user file you put all your stuff, your models, your motion data, your WAV files, everything you like. Everything you're going to need. So when we're going to open it, it'll give an error. It'll say that this is the side-by-side error. It will show up in your system language, in this case again. So if it says something like side-by-side incorrect, you need to install the C++ libraries, a link also the downloads page, but also down in the description. And for 64-bit you need these ones, these two, and for 32-bit these two. Now we have 64, so we're going to down the ones that are applicable. Just download. Yes, I want to run it. So just install it. And the other one, same thing. Yes, no, I do not want to send information to Microsoft. And just done. Just close those pages, and then if we try again, get a different error. But if you get this error, this still means that C++ did work. But this is because there's a different error. This means we are not having DirectX installed, as you can see on this DOL D3DX9. Now, to fix that error, you download this one. And this is the runtime version. Yes, this is the correct one. Just untab that one, continue, let it download. Yes, then now it will ask for location to extract. Now it won't install it, but it will extract the files to a directory, and then you have to run the installer from there. So what we're going to do is we go to our C drive. Actually, this is from VCRed. This is from the C++ install. You can just delete that. Yes, I know. Just all temporary files. If it is there, you can just delete it. But we're going to create a new folder called TMP or temp, or call whatever you like. Oh, I'm used to having two monitors. So you select the folder, scene, then you go search for the folder we created. Or even if it isn't there, just open it back up, and it should be there. Or just enter it in this box. And press OK. And it should paste all the files in here, and then you search for a file called dxsetup. You run it. Click agree or whatever, and install it. This will copy the appropriate DirectX files to the system. And then when it's done, you can just close this page, minimize it, and we try again. Now it should run, and it isn't running. Should be running, or is it just slow? It is slow. Yeah, here we have MMD opened. You can just try and what I always try is just go to File, Open, and open up the sample file and just play it. If it is placed correctly, it should be working. So you can close MMD right here. And now this is not a great tip when running MMD, is that you set your locale to Japanese for non-Unicode applications. I can just clear the thing here. But what it does is basically allows your computer to read Shift-JIS file names and characters. Normally it won't read properly. Now in my normal thing I have it for MME. This is a Shift-JIS file. Now this is what it does when your computer cannot read it properly. Now to solve it, you set the locale to Japanese, and it should read it properly. Well, again in Japanese characters, but it would read it properly. And why you need to do this is when you extract models, just go to a random model, like this one. You see here, this file name would be turned into the correct characters instead of random characters. Sometimes this happens for texture files. I'm not here, but for texture files, and that means your model would be unreadable. Like here, this one is a good example where the textures are in Japanese, and if that's the case, the model just can't find the correct files. So this is just a simple fix for that. Now to do that, you go to your control panel, and in Windows 8 and newer, you do again right click on the start button and go to and search for control panel right here, and it will open it up. Now, in XP is a little different, but for XP to set it like that, you have something called app locale, which is outdated and shouldn't actually be used anymore. It does work in Windows 7, but Windows 8 and 10 it's just not working properly. What I like to do is just set that setting to Japanese, and it would fix everything. It does have some side effects, but like some programs may set their language to Japanese, but that's a quick setting to change. I think Skype does that. I had Skype doing that, so it's just a few clicks and that's fixed. And it has another side effect which I'll show you later. So we go to I don't know what it was in the Dutch translation. It was something like language. Go to language options, which is I always lose settings in here. Here. Then you go to advanced, and you go to this setting for non-Unicode applications, and then you set it to Japanese. You just search it up in here. Japans. Yep. And then it will ask you to reboot the computer. So we do that. And in Windows 8 and newer, it is again language. Since here I have my Windows in English. So actually better to show you like here. Oh, there's no language. What was it? What was it? Language. A region. It wasn't a region. Administrative, change system locale, and then set it to that setting. And do it till the VM is back up. Just cancel since I already set it. I don't know why it keeps going to that, so just enter it manually. And now the same file, not this folder, should read properly. And that's how it should. And this is also handy for README files, so you can just put some Google Translate to see what the rules of your models are. Now we need to install MME, so we can use effects. Now the download for that is it's also on the downloads page of MMD. So we'll just go to the site again. And scroll down, and it should be somewhere here. Now again, you need to download the version that's the same as your MMD version. So x64 for 64-bit systems in MMD, and this one for normal systems. Again, all links will be in the description. Just download it and open it. You open that folder, and in there are 3 DLL files. These 3. Now what you do, you go to the this folder, the same folder as the main executable is located. You drag and drop these in there, and you run MMD. It should have this added in the top there. Now, if that's all working, you should be able to create an animation. So this is why I have my main folder in here, so I can show you that. Why is it in the other folder? So you just open up the last video I did, which is somewhere in here. I can't find it. This one. Now let it load. Oh. Ah, I see. It's because it's not on the same computer. It cannot find the directory for the effects since since the folder structure is the same. It can't find users for some reason. Nope. I think this is my all the effects just crashing MMD. Yeah. Yeah, that is because I'm using too much. That is just too much for the virtual machine. So just use this one. Can't find X file. Oh, of course that's because the directory for it changed. That is right, because the directory changed. That's also because the directory changed. Because again. I'm just getting all the errors I can get because it's not on the same system. So the folder isn't the same. So it just gives all these errors, like I cannot find this file. Well, of course the file is there, but the folder has changed where it is located in, so that's where it hangs on. Because if this is not the mode I want to use. Right. If I go to my MMD right here, it should just load right. It should load fine. Oh. And then you'll see it's always when I'm recording or something, it always never goes right, or just never goes as planned, as I initially planned it. Where is it? No, this one is able to handle this one, I hope. Now it's doing it fine. Yeah, and then you should be just able to make. Yeah, if you get those errors, that just means because it's in a VM, it doesn't like. MMD is a little bit iffy with virtual machines. So that's why I haven't been able to fully test everything. But again, it should if it opens, I'm fine. That's just my doing that it isn't working properly. Why it gave those errors just now. That's because of me and not because that's because I didn't set everything up right. Because it just took my old folder and copied it over, and it doesn't like it because the the name of the folder where users are located is changed. also, oh yeah, and this is I want to show you a nice side effect. That is, if you go to like your command prompt, you see the shape is different, plus all the backslashes are basically being changed in yen icons. I don't know why, that's just a glitch in Windows. It's still in there even in Windows 10. Just hasn't been fixed. But yeah, that shouldn't be the error. The things when setting your locale different shouldn't give him a lot of problems. So that's about it. I have all the links for everything in the description, so you can just click on them and just go there. I will also have some pages linked, which are useful when you want to move on and want to find more information on how to make videos, etc. And if you have questions, of course, put them in the comments, and I'll try and answer if you still run into problems like I just did. Just ask and I'll try to help. I'll also have the post associated with this the video in the description, so you can just find it. Yeah, that's about it.